On October 28, 2025, a date forever etched in our memory, Hurricane Melissa tore through Jamaica at a 185 miles per hour wind speed. It was something else. It was the most intense Atlantic hurricane to ever hit landfall. Our island was ravaged. Lives were lost. Homes were flattened. Communities scattered. Our church was not spared. Our little church in the neck of the woods in Beechertown. The building was gathered in. The building where we gathered in and prayed in and celebrated in. No, it was gone. Even at our homes, we were spared the most. While we see trees swaying and cars moving about and our buildings seem threatened, we were spared and we thank God again. But we're still here. We're giving God thanks. When we look around our community, most buildings, a lot of the buildings were slab roofs, so we didn't have a lot of damages in our immediate surroundings. But as was said before, our church was not spared. This is our beautiful 10th cathedral in which we worship now. But prior to that, in October, the building that we gathered in and prayed in was devastated. In the days of the storm, we worked and we gathered the ruins of what was left of the sanctuary that we worship in. No walls, no roof, no electricity, just two tarpaulins shielding us from the sun as we lift our voices in worship and thanksgiving to God for sparing us. And we went on the road to Ocherius to look what was happening and to get supplies. Fallen trees, debris. It was like we were watching a movie. It was so surreal. Trees hanging dangerously, precariously as we traversed the curves and turns of the gullies of the road, which we once could see clearly, was now shrouded in branches and trees and woods and poles and wires were strewn all about. But thankfully, we have great community members and we thank them. The young men and middle-aged and older men, they came out in their droves and they got to work. Some carrying their machete, their saws, whatever they could find, they came out to make the road possible so that we could traverse, we could go in and out of the community. And we give God thanks for them. We went to Ocherius, we were just looking and we were just in awe of the fact that amidst this devastation, we could still find a place to drive and we could still find people who were willing to go out and risk their lives, in order for us to be able to move about. There's hope after all. There is hope. We saw the community spirit coming to life as we traveled along. They were out there doing the best they could for their community. And we laud and appreciate all those who are working along with the other service providers who are working in the towns and the cities and the other parishes in Jamaica in order to make lives better. We are eternally grateful to you guys. We thank you, and so we show appreciation in the little way that we could, because they were there without food, on their own time, using their own resources, and so in whatever way we could and can, we lended a hand in a small way. And they too were grateful for what they got. We give God thanks. There's not enough words to say thanks. Just two tarpaulins at our church. We worshipped under those tarpaulins that was shielding us from the sun. But we continue, as we said before, to lift our voices to God and just to praise Him and to worship Him and to magnify His wonderful name because of what He has done for us and continue to do. So we were reminded constantly that church is not a building, but it was and is who we are. We are the church. And now, after weeks of worshiping on the tarps, we are blessed with a beautiful white tent. It's not permanent, but it is a sign of progress. It is a blessing, a symbol of the generosity that was poured in and the resilience that keeps us moving as a people, as a church, as a community. We are bent, but we are not broken. The best is yet to come. And we continue to say, thank God for His mercies. As I continue to say, we cannot thank God enough. My home was spared. My family was spared.